Well, good morning from PrEvost Harbor. We've been sitting at the dock at the Washington State Park. Had a beautiful time, kind of winding down our trip. So these moments are starting to get a little bittersweet as we know that the time is coming near that we will be heading to Anacortes, de-rigging and hauling her out and making the travels back to Arizona. So yeah, a little bittersweet, but it's been good. It's been an interesting summer, quite the adventure. We've been very blessed.
And good morning, welcome from PrEvost Harbor in Stuart Island. Today we are heading off to Deer Harbor on Orcas. So right now it's pretty calm out here in PrEvost. But as you look out there to the ocean, it looks like there might be a little wind. So I checked the weather today. It looks like we might be able to do a little sailing, so we'll see how it goes. But yeah, so it should be another beautiful day here in paradise. 2-3 hours tops to PrEvost. Currents might be a little bit against us, but it was the best combination, so awesome. So we're doing a little bit of sailing coming out of PrEvost Harbor. Kind of light windish, so we'll see how it goes. But yeah, we'll see. It may be a very small sail or a short sail, maybe a long sail. We'll find out soon. So our sail was very, very short-lived. We were making 2.5 knots. There was a 1.5 knot current against us. Yeah, 1 knot, we'll never get to where we're going. So, and quite frankly, looking at the sea states, it is really calm. You cannot really see much wind or anything. So anyway, we are currently passing John's Island, which is right next door to Stuart. This is the same island that you saw the teepees when we went through the John's Cut a while ago, actually, a few episodes back. So Kathy is managing our good friend Otto right there. So
This is still part of Stuart, though.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Well, maybe that's still part of Stuart. So
That's just the bay. Then we come around,
Okay.
there'll be another.
well, we just learned something there. So awesome. Thanks, Kathy.
Sorry.
So I think that must be somewhere over here is John's Cut. Anyhow, obviously I better stop the video now because I don't seem to know what I'm talking about. Oh well, it's all fun. Okay, so that is John's Pass. Oops, too funny.
So how are we doing, Captain?
Well, we are definitely slogging through some adverse currents, but it's a little lumpy out here. No one to speak of. So yeah, it's a little. It's going to take a little bit longer than we thought it was going to take. So, but hey, nice day at sea regardless.
You know.
Okay, so here we are, getting a little closer. We have San Juan Island to the starboard side. Orcas is ahead of us. We are still pretty much no wind, and the currents are all over the place. So, but good times. Our speed over ground has been varying between 6 and about 4 knots. It seems to be just varying depending where we're at. So again, it's really not a bad way to spend a day at sea. It would be nice if the currents were in our favor, but meh, whatever, it's all good. Awesome. So what's really interesting is that island that I'm kind of looking at right now, looks like we're pointing to pass on the north side of the island, but the current is actually taking us to the south side of the island. That is pretty trippy. And that's really cool when you have the chart plotter so you can actually see what you're doing. So yeah, pretty wild. So to prove a point, this is kind of showing the track of the boat. And you can see kind of the arrows there. So it's a little wobbly, sorry, we're still on the way. But anyway, you can see how we're actually pointing towards the north end of John's Island, but we're actually heading towards the south end of John's Island. Pretty trippy. Okay, so we are finally pointing at the same direction we're going. So we will miss Jones Island. We will not hit it. So, but yeah, talk about kind of a wild when they take currents into account. As you can see, our vectors are now a little closer to each other. So yeah, awesome. And we made it to Deer Harbor. It is a nice sunny day here in Deer Harbor. So we're going to be here at least one night. We actually asked for a second night. We really actually like this harbor. Staff is super friendly. The whole marina has a nice vibe. So anyway, so yeah, good news. It was a kind of a, average Pacific Northwest day of motor sailing, or was up motoring. Oh well, it's all good. We still had a good time. Awesome.